All right, so let me pull up my questions.
Yeah.
So it's actually live already.
Boom.
What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? This is Eddie. I'm here with my man Russ.
Hello.
How you doing, brothers? Nice to see you.
Boom. I'm very excited.
Yes, so today we actually are doing something a little different. If you guys didn't notice, we don't have our mics today because we actually have our Smart Mic Pluses on us today by Savantech Audio. This is our first test, so you guys have to let us know how the audio is. We're very excited.
That's
to try
very
new stuff.
distracting. I tend to always just look at myself instead of looking over there.
Watch that. I don't
Watch
want
that. No, I say,
the beard is looking good, man. The beard is looking good. Yeah.
I don't know. People in Taiwan don't really like it, but my staff, they won't let me shave it off.
Oh, really?
I wanted to shave it off because with the coronavirus, right? It's all itchy.
Yeah. Okay.
So like one of the rules is like don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face.
But like,
that's right. Yeah.
I always have to do that. So like I'm always kind of just like scratching it. So they're telling me like I shouldn't.
Okay.
It's one of those things that they're telling me, oh no, don't shave, keep it. It's okay, it's better. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I know Taiwanese people don't really like the beard.
They don't like the beard.
They say it's prickly or something like
Really?
that.
Okay. Well, actually, I can't grow a beard, so it's not really.
You have the mustache coming in.
It's the Mexican mustache.
You get the Mexican mustache.
I got like
the
this
porn
here,
stash comes
and
out.
nothing in the middle. Right? Yeah. So, how are we doing on audio? A little audio check
Good.
here.
Can everyone hear me? Hello.
Are we good on audio? Are we good on audio? We have nothing yet. Okay. Audio's not working. Audio. It's not loud? Okay.
I can still hear it.
But can you guys still hear? Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna. All right. So maybe put a little closer.
A little bit closer.
Hello. This is the first time using the Bluetooth mics.
Hello.
This is a test, and hopefully it works out, and we can hear. I hope so. We've got the. Yeah. Anyways. Good. How you doing? How you with spicy food, man?
I love spicy food.
Spicy food love you though.
Yes, it does. I'm perfectly okay. Yeah, I love my spicy food. I get very angry in Taiwan with spicy food actually. Because you ever go to somewhere and you ask them, it's like I want it spicy, and like, but their spicy is like kind of like sweet, or it's kind of like it just doesn't really work.
Let's go for a few minutes with this first, yeah? Okay. We can turn it up.
Checking some mic issues.
About that. Try to just pull that guy up a little bit, yeah? All right. Hi.
Hello?
Of course, no one's watching the door. Oh, that drives me insane. Look at that. People standing there and nobody's even. Guys, okay, that's the bad thing about doing it live. It's like, get that guy a freaking beer, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
we're checking the
microphone. Yes. So
right
my man. Okay. Yes. So one other thing that we forgot to mention was audio. Okay. Yes. No. You guys okay? My man Russ is vegetarian. He's vegetarian. So what is the mindset behind being a vegetarian?
Being a vegetarian?
Yes.
I guess for me it's very easy. I've been a vegetarian since I was 12 years old. So it's more like a lifestyle for me as a vegetarian.
Okay.
Now the difference between, the biggest difference, the way I see it is as a meat eater,
yes.
You're used to I'm hungry, so I go find something to eat.
Okay.
Right? Because
Yeah.
you can just, I'm hungry, I'm going to go grab something to eat.
Yes.
But as a vegetarian, our options are kind of limited.
Sure.
So for me, it's like I kind of have to plan my meals out throughout the day.
Okay.
So if I say something like, I'm going to be hungry around 6, where will I be? What can I eat at that time?
Okay.
Or tomorrow morning, I'm at this place. What's around there that I can eat? So just for me as a lifestyle, I just have to plan my meals a little bit better. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Other than that, I mean, it's fine.
I think, yeah. Sorry, we're just checking. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Change this. Okay. Sorry. Lower.
Lower.
Lower. All right. Sorry, guys. There's a little technical difficulty. We're gonna go a little bit lower. A little bit lower. Lower. But that's how can I put this guy lower? Let me open this up. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Better.
Is anyone on chat that can show?
Cool. Is there? So we're doing a little test,
it up right now.
on the microphones here. Yeah. Good. Bad. Okay. So while we're testing and everyone's checking out the mics, we actually have, you can see them, but we have our wings, but our wings are cauliflower wings. Yeah, baby. We got cauliflower.
I thought they were like real, like veggie. I was like, are those veggie wings? No, these are cauliflower.
They're cauliflower. I actually know a guy who does some super legit ones, and I'm gonna learn that off of him.
No,
so.
But
this is about for now. We got cauliflower.
Processed.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, no, this is all fresh.
Veggie stuff.
All right, brother.
Nice.
So let's start first. Our first wing is, Frank's buffalo
Frank's
wings.
buffalo
Yeah.
wings.
Easy stuff. Easy peasy, right? Good.
Nice.
All right. So get on there, brother. You're the man.
All right,
let's do the first wing.
They all look. It's kind of scary. It looks like meat, so I'm kind of like.
No, trust me. It is. It's basically
stuff.
cauliflower. Actually, these ones, they don't even have. It's just sort of a. It's dipped in salt. It's battered.
Yeah.
It's battered and it's breaded and it's fried in a separate fryer, of course.
Nice.
And yeah, there we go.
Right.
So let's try it out.
All right. So which one?
So we'll start on this side.
This side?
And then we'll go all the way that. So we'll go first. So grab one of those. This is actually our first time doing the cauliflower challenge as well. So, salud, man. Thank you.
Are you laughing? They're all laughing at me eating.
Yeah.
Is that funny to watch me eat?
How are we doing on audio?
If you guys want to make it clear,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No worries. All right. I'll take this. And I'm not that flexible anymore. All right. So one.
So we're switching these.
Yeah. Switch one. Okay. Sure, no problem. There you go, brother. No problem. Thank you. And we should be, are we good on this? Yeah? Little microphone check. There we go.
And you do karaoke nights here too, right?
We do karaoke nights, and these are our karaoke microphones.
I've
Yes.
never been to your karaoke nights.
You gotta come, man. We actually
I'll never come.
You never come. You're shy.
You know why?
You can't be shy.
I'm a horrible singer.
Oh, really?
If you give me the mic and I start singing, everyone will leave.
Thank you. Oh, really?
My singing scares my dog away. My dog runs away when I start singing. So I'm a horrible singer.
What's funny about that is some people think that they're great singers and are horrible singers, and they get up here and they get the mic, and customers are like, okay, and then the guy goes back up, and they're like, okay, and then the guy goes back up, and then they're like, check, please. Yeah. So,
well, see, that's why I love KTV, because when you go to KTV, you're like in this private room by yourself. It isn't like karaoke, back in the States, where everyone's kind of like just watching you sing. And no.
So yeah, our karaoke nights are pretty legendary. We actually had one of the about last year. We had a like a Latino one, and we had all these Latinos come in, and we had an all-you-can-drink. And one of my buddies who runs Teotihuacan, it was his birthday, And he actually, I mean, we did the all you can drink, and we didn't make any money on him. That's for sure. But oh my God, you don't invite
Latino people to an all you can drink.
To an all you can, I know.
Yeah, it's just
so. Usually, people are like, okay, we can drink a lot, and then like their fourth or fifth one, they're like, oh, we're done. But my man did about 14, 15, so it was. He's the man. Yeah, we gotta do it again though. It was so much fun.
Yeah. But again, don't invite too many Latinos.
There you go.
You can't do all you can drink. Yeah.
All right, brother. So first question, Vine Education Company.
Yes.
Can you tell me the story behind that?
It's a long story.
Okay, well, we got time.
But basically, when I first came to Taiwan, right, I was teaching English, like
sure,
like most people that come to Taiwan.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm here. And then like I was playing around trying to get I just went to different bushibans, trying to apply for a job, but I couldn't because I'm from Bolivia. I have a Bolivian passport.
Oh shoot, okay.
So Taiwanese law says if you want an English teaching job, you need to have an English speaking passport.
That's a crazy one.
I don't have an American passport. I'm from Bolivia, but I grew up in the United States in Boston. That's where I learned to speak English.
Boston.
Yeah. So then I couldn't get a job.
Okay.
And there are not that many like people wanting to learn Spanish, so it's not like finding a Spanish job.
Sure.
Is easy.
Yeah.
So I had some bit of difficulty, but with my previous company, I made a lot of contacts, and I knew a lot of people, and they liked me and they liked my business partner.
Sure. Okay.
And they wanted us to keep teaching them.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, can you teach us? And we're like, okay. After a while, we were teaching them kind of like just under the table, just teaching them.
Sure.
But then they're like, it's company, right? So they need the FAPIA. They need the receipt.
Okay.
So we're like, how do we get the receipt? Well, we got to start a company. So we've been thinking about it. Should we, shouldn't we?
How long ago was this?
This was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And then, I was going around interviewing at all the bushibans, and I didn't like their teaching style. I didn't like them. I thought I could do better.
Okay.
So me and my business partner, Ting, we got together. We're like, all right, what can we do? Can we do this real? How do we get a receipt? And then one thing led to another, and boom.
10 years goes by, and you got your school. It's been rocking for 10 years.
We teach nationwide, island-wide, all over Taiwan, north, central, south.
Love it. Okay.
We have online classes. We have video classes.
That's one
group
of my
classes.
Next questions. Yeah.
Executive training. I mean, we teach. We specialize just in training. And the one thing that I would say about Vine versus all the other ones is I don't care so much about English, because I always tell people, like, if you really want to learn English, there are many ways to do it. You don't need me. You don't need a teacher to learn English.
You can watch a show like this.
You can watch a show.
Yeah.
I mean, there are many different ways.
Sure, of course.
I didn't take any single Chinese class ever in my life, right?
Yeah,
but I speak Chinese.
Yep.
Because I put myself out there and I practice. What I'm there for is I'm there to correct you, to help you, to guide you. Right, like you can. There's that expression. Encourage them,
too, right? Yeah.
So as a teacher, I'm sometimes I'm a motivator, sometimes I'm a therapist.
Okay.
I'm a walking dictionary. I'm Wikipedia for them. I'm Google for them.
Yeah.
So then I said, I'm there to give you all the other stuff that you're not getting from it. The language, you'll get there, but I'm there for the extra stuff.
Okay.
The culture, the pronunciation, the understanding.
Okay.
So I help with all that other stuff.
Beautiful.
So that's so 10 years of doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you loving it? Obviously, there's good and bad to anything really. Whether you're the boss, whether you're staff. There's always going to be good and bad things.
Well, here's the thing with me though. I'm going to be honest. I hate teaching.
Okay.
So that's not why I do this.
Sure.
Right? I hate teaching.
Okay.
What I do love is learning.
Okay.
So one of the reasons why our company specializes in business English or in B2B, we go to companies and we do training, we do job interviews, we do executive coaching. The things is because if for the past 10 years, if I was teaching TOEIC, I would have been long gone.
Yeah.
Because I get sitting there like, vocabulary, grammar, all that stuff.
Agree.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So I like learning. So when I'm teaching a student, when I'm teaching, let's say, like someone who owns a bunch of restaurants in Taiwan.
Sure.
I'm learning about the restaurant business from them.
That's it. Okay.
I taught some lady that had a coffee business in Taiwan.
Okay.
She basically sold all the coffee beans to all the coffee shops in Taiwan.
Okay, beautiful.
So I learned about her business.
That's
and I learned about that. So
I
then
get it.
she had to do her business in English, but then I had to research it and study it so I can write and plan classes for her. So then that caused me to learn about the coffee business, and I don't drink coffee, right? But you know, I opened the coffee shop.
Yes, that's right.
Because I knew all about it. But it's just,
yeah.
you know, just by learning. So I love learning, and I try to give all my students that learning passion.
I think for myself, I've had many instances where growing up, I didn't do that well in school.
Yeah.
But there's a handful of teachers that I grew up with that I can still remember to this day that were great.
Yeah.
That made me love that class. And I mean, most of the teachers that that I had in my life, they came in and they're just like, oh, this guy, whatever, he's another write-off.
Yeah.
But there's the teachers that actually care. That makes a really huge difference, man. So,
those are the ones that you remember. And I'm not going to lie, I still quote my high school teachers.
Okay.
I've stolen a lot of their content and I use it in my class.
That's beautiful.
Right? Just because you're absolutely right with that. And even in Taiwan, you know, like I always talk about other cram schools and like, you know, cram schools are cram schools. They have some really, really good teachers in cram schools.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the institution that's needs some tweaking. It's misguided right now, and the education system in Taiwan is kind of that way. You have all these schools that, you know, there are some excellent teachers in their schools, but everyone's like stuck behind some politics, behind some reason. There's all these other stuff that's in the way.
I agree with you.
So that's why
if you want to jump, sorry before I cut you off, jump on to Eddy's streamer, the streamer one. Oh, you okay?
Having trouble connecting to mine. Yeah,
that one, and then password is drinkcraft. I can't reach. I'll knock everything over if I reach.
You just said it on the air on YouTube. Everyone knows your password.
Yeah, come on in. Yeah, we'll change it tonight. Yeah. Capital D, capital C.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, people always ask for the password, and it's
now
tough to.
Now you know it.
Now you know it, right? That's actually the secret one that I use to make sure it's a solid stream. Anyways, beautiful. So first wing, no problem.
Not spicy at all.
Not
it's
spicy at
not
all.
spicy
It's not
at all.
supposed to be spicy. Good.
All
right.
Good.
So number 2 is a like a chipotle. It's like
I love chipotle.
Chipotle. I don't even have to explain chipotle to this guy right here. So chipotle, get in there, man. This is actually the first time we do it with cauliflower, and I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I'm very excited to do it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really like cauliflower.
Oh, really?
This is good.
Okay.
Chipotle sauce is on point, man. Everyone behind the camera is laughing at me. Do I eat funny or something?
Looking good to me, man. Looking sharp too. Very cool, bro. I love it.
Is it polite to lick your fingers in Taiwan?
Man. Oh yeah.
Chipotle one's good.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
And you drown it in that sauce too, man. That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Some places you go and you see them and it's like nothing.
Yeah. No, that's pretty nice. I like that.
Oh, I'm smiling like crazy on that one.
Look at that face. Beautiful. There we go. Okay. So, obviously, we're talking about education.
Yes.
And you're saying that you have classes all over the island. So do you do mostly, like, do you go out there and do classes, or do you do online? What do you think the differences are between the two? Pros and cons of maybe online versus the traditional one-to-one or one-to-class?
Man, that's $1 million question right there for the business right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Especially with all this stuff happening around the world.
That's actually why I asked that, because right now, you know, everybody's all over doing the online stuff, right? So, yeah.
It's completely necessary.
Yes.
And all right, so in Taiwan, what we do is we do company training.
Okay.
And we have our clients, and our clients are all over the island, right?
Sure. Okay.
So they all need it. So I do training in Taipei, Taichung, and Kaohsiung mostly, because we do cater to the business needs, and that's where most of the big international companies are.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
So when we first expanded outside of Taipei, I would actually go down every week to Taichung and Kaohsiung and teach the classes there.
Okay.
Because
physically go down.
I would personally go down there, and it was man, it's such a trip. Every week, just make the trip 2-3 days down. Every week.
Okay.
A couple things I had to do that. One, I had to quality assurance, right?
Yeah,
I can hire a teacher down there, but like I don't really know what's happening because it's hard for me to get down there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just made the trip down there every week to do it. And it was great. And then after a while, I made contacts and I built some people. So now we got some good people down there teaching us.
I think that's one of the main things, right? The staff. I mean, when you have good, reliable people working with you, it's like night and day, man. I love it.
It takes time. Our biggest, most profitable era for the company was when like we had such a good. We call this word rapport. The word is rapport.
Okay.
Company rapport and
company rapport.
and the other one is company morale. When your company has when the heartbeat of the company is strong.
Right.
When we had a time where we had a group of teachers and a group of Chinese staff where everyone was just on point. We were on page.
And
that was the absolute best.
You live in large. You love it.
Yeah.
That's the dream, man.
And you know the funny thing about that is because it actually doesn't really matter how good one employee is.
Yeah.
Because it's a combination of all of them.
Yeah, I agree.
When everyone is working as a team, everyone goes up. Because we've had instances where we've had some really good staff.
One person superstar.
One person
right?
like, oh man, she's great, but for some reason didn't work well together.
Yeah.
Right? And we were just kind of okay. But it was just when we had everyone working cohesively, and you know, this is one thing that I'm pushing right now to all my HRs is team coaching. I'm a big fan of team coaching.
Okay.
Whereas like I'm not gonna teach you to be the best you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you to help everyone work together, right? So one of the things that I do now with all my executive coaching classes is I teach that person how to lead and build his team.
Okay.
Right? So the whole team can benefit from our one-on-one class. I don't need to make you better.
Yeah.
I need to make everyone in this organization better.
Sure. Okay.
So that's just what I've been focusing
Love
on.
that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So that's a big thing.
But I've had this situation where I've had superstar employees.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh my God, this guy's the man. You know, or this girl's the man. She's
good.
She's amazing. But for some reason, sometimes when they're really good, they actually they think they're too good, and then they're just like, oh, I don't need to do the dishes. I don't need to do this or that.
Or like,
and then they
why do I do
like,
it? She has to do it, right? Yeah, I'm better than this.
And we try to encourage, everyone to be open, but we try to sort of, don't disclose your pay.
Yeah.
Right? Because what happens is, let's say this guy gets 40, this guy gets 35.
I work with HR. They all know. They know. Someone
right?
speaks.
And then what happens is the guy who gets paid more, the other guy who's not getting paid the most. When a job comes up, it's like, okay, I need someone to grind the corn. We're like, well, this guy gets paid more than me. He should do it. And it's like, come on, man, that's not, so it's a hard thing to control, but
it's completely different mentality.
It's impossible.
It's this hero syndrome, right? Everyone wants to be the hero, right? Yeah. Like you think of like I work with everyone. I teach a lot of presentation classes.
I love that.
And everyone in my presentation classes, they're like, okay, I want to present like Steve Jobs, and I got to tell them like he did not build Apple. There's so many people behind the scenes that did amazing work.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not. Everyone wants Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Everyone wants to be that here, the Jack Ma, right?
Jack
no.
Ma. Yeah.
There's a lot of people behind it. Terry Go, you're awesome. Honhai, awesome.
For sure. Agreed.
There's a lot of people. I do training for them, right?
Okay. Yeah. Really?
There's a lot of people in that organization that do great stuff.
Okay.
But everyone wants to assign it to one person.
You don't want to be the face guy. The guy who goes up and smiles and takes pictures with everybody, right? And
so
they carry the babies and like, hey, I took a picture with this guy. Yeah.
So,
I agree, man. I agree.
So I don't like that whole hero mentality. Like in Taiwan they always call Lao Ban. In all my companies I've always said never call me the boss.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, that's not my MO. That's not my style.
It's funny because we actually get out and people are always like, oh hey, Lao Ban, and I'm like, just don't call me that. Like, for example, we were doing name cards. Yeah. And people are like, oh, you need to put you're the boss. And I'm like, I don't want to put any position on there. I just want to put my name on there, give it to people, and that's it. It's just a name card. You know what? Like when we printed these shirts a while ago,
they said
they're like, make sure you
executive
write
chef.
Executive chef. I'm like, hell, don't you dare put that, or I'm not going to buy it because I don't want to be. I'm just here trying to do our thing. trying to take care of people,
I'm
make
trying
some
to
good
do my
food.
thing,
That's
yeah.
it, man. Right? That's
And
it.
at the end of the day, once everyone's gone, you're up cleaning up what they missed,
Exactly,
washing
yeah,
the dishes.
yeah.
Some CEO right there, taking out the garbage,
Exactly.
waiting for the garbage truck.
You're out picking up the cigarette butts.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Ray Kroc from McDonald's. He's out there,
Sweeping,
right?
yeah.
We're here trying to. For example, the reason we started this show is one of the reasons was Wednesdays are slow. They used to be really.
They used to be slow. I see a ton of people here.
Now it's packed.
Yeah.
But we love doing the wing show. Wings are half price on a Wednesday. We couldn't figure out how to get people in on a Wednesday. We did half price wings without anything like this. But now that we have this, people walk by, they see the lights, they're like, "What's going on here? I never tried this
And
place."
you have a nice setup
We
here.
got it here. Where they come in and they're just like, "Hey, what's going on today?" And we're like, "Oh, we're doing a little live podcast. We're talking to local people, entrepreneurs, foreign entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs, everybody that's in Taiwan making a difference, and half price wings." And people are like,
Win-win
half-price
for
wings,
everyone.
Boom, come on in and eat.
Half price wings and entertainment, right?
And entertainment, right?
But they're not even listening to us,
Exactly,
actually.
yeah. So
no one's
it's,
paying attention to me.
It's pretty cool, and we've actually got some sponsors coming in. We got the Smart Mic Plus guys coming in.
Nice.
And it's amazing. Some cool products, cool stuff happening.
And
Love it,
veggie
brother.
wings.
And veggie
I didn't even know you
cauliflower
had veggie wings.
Hey,
but-
well, now you know. And guess what? On Wednesday, they're half price.
All right, I'm gonna get all my
Yeah.
veggie people gonna come in.
And I
order
actually,
this.
I'm working on another recipe with this guy who makes like these really incredible ones. It's a super like vegan dude. We're gonna get that going. But for now, we've got the cauliflower wings, and these ones are actually so good that meat eaters are ordering these. So they're good. Yeah.
Nice.
brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So should we grab another one?
Of course.
So this one is made with the long, those long Taiwanese cayenne peppers.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you see in the market. That's what this one's made out of.
The ones that they always put in my zhe chow that are not spicy at
right,
all.
That's right. Yeah.
They always see them
we're
like
still on
it all
one.
looks spicy. Oh, it's all red.
Oh my God, that's
No.
huge. Yeah. So there we go, cayenne.
They smell spicy.
Yeah.
They have like, oh, this could be spicy.
Could be spicy, and then it's.
But no. Man, you're on point with. You've changed my mind about cauliflower.
Hey,
They have a really nice texture to them.
it's like a blank slate cauliflower, right?
Do you boil them or
No,
just raw?
We put them in a sauce, like a batter.
Yeah.
It's actually a totally vegan friendly batter because before, people would come in, they're like, "Oh, we heard about your cauli wings, but we don't eat eggs and milk and all that." So we're like, let's try to make something else, and it's a really like totally vegan style batter, and then we bread them and then we fry them, and they come out pretty good when we toss them in the sauce. Cauliflower is kind of like a blank slate.
Yeah.
It's just gonna absorb
everything.
absorb the sauce. Yeah.
That's what they said about tofu when I first started cooking with it. But tofu,
Well, you know what? We actually have really, really nice tofu tacos because
I ate like 20
that's
something
right,
of them
right.
last
Yeah,
time.
exactly, right? So our tofu tacos, we fry up the tofu again. Tofu's it's a bit of a tough one, but the sauce that we make with the tofu comes from my grandma's picadillo recipe, and so my grandma obviously uses shredded chicken, but we don't use that.
Yeah.
It doesn't touch meat, and we put that sauce on top of tofu, and it's pretty bomb. We have people that come in just for that. It's
You're,
amazing, man.
I know I'm here when you do the all you can eat tacos.
All you can eat,
I'm just,
yeah. Brought those bad
I
boys
wait
back
all day.
tomorrow. That's tomorrow night. Yeah.
Nice.
So next question for me is hashtag like a boss. Every
Yes.
time I see you on Instagram, every time I see you on Facebook, posting stuff all over social, I always see the hashtag like a boss, which I love. Mm-hmm. But what does that mean to you?
Hashtag like a boss. I don't even know how this started.
Okay.
But I've been using it for a while because that's the mentality that I have with anything that I do. I need to do it as if I'm the boss. Now it's kind of weird because I am the boss of a couple companies. So you are the boss, but it's not for me. It's actually for my staff.
Okay.
And I remember one time I was in my cafe, right? And I forget what happened, but one staff talked to me about her appearance because she's like she wasn't unsure what her role was in the organization.
Okay.
Because she's like, all right, I mostly do sales, but sometimes I'm a waitress. Sometimes I need to make coffee. I'm the barista. Sometimes I'm ordering supplies for the cafe. It's like
Sounds familiar to me, but
you're everything,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So she was just like unsure what was her role in the organization.
Sure.
And most importantly, she was unsure how other people treat her. How do other people talk to her? Either customers, clients, or coworkers.
Okay.
And I just told her, you're overanalyzing the situation. And then I took her outside, and because she was, relatively young, and she was, she still had the mindset of a university student.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, you're not a university student anymore. You're now in the workforce.
Yeah.
So if you want people to treat you seriously, you need to present yourself in that way.
Yeah, I love it.
So then I took her outside.
First of all, welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
And then continue.
No, exactly. Because so what I did is I took her outside, and we went for a walk to 7-Eleven.
Okay.
And as we walked back, I stopped her. And I said, look at all the people that are walking outside. Because it's on Shinny Road. A ton of people there are always walking. I said, look at all the people walking by. Who do you see that, that person has power?
Okay.
Right? Who do you feel like, I want to be like her?
Sure.
Right? So she walked around and she pointed to some people. And I said, okay, now look at yourself. Do you walk with that confidence?
Yeah.
Do you have that ability? Do you demonstrate that ability to the people? And then she started crying. So she started crying because she didn't. She looked like a student.
But she knew. It clicked. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I said, you need to walk like you're the boss. And then we walked into the cafe.
Conor McGregor style, right? The billionaire strut, right? Yeah.
So we walked into the cafe and we stopped and I said, look around. This is not my cafe anymore. This is your cafe. What do you need to change? What is wrong? What do you see wrong? So she was like, okay. These tables are this. She saw the cafe from a different point of view now.
Okay.
She saw it like a boss.
Okay.
And that's why I said, do your work like a boss. No matter what your work is. Even if your job is washing dishes, you are the boss of those dishes. If you're washing the floor, you're the boss of that floor. Right? Yeah. So whatever you do it like a boss. So that's the mentality. So it isn't be a boss, is do your job like a boss.
I love that, man.
No matter what.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And
that's,
then
wow, that's something that I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna steal that from you, brother. I appreciate
definitely
that.
No, because
I try. It's a hard thing to explain to people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are some people that you really want to take aside and you talk to them and you really want, because this person has so much potential.
Exactly.
So much. There are other people that they don't really care. They're just here for whatever.
It's just a job.
It's just a job. So we're probably not gonna. I'll have the conversation with them.
Yeah.
But doesn't click.
Even if it's just a job, that's perfectly okay.
Yeah,
but
sure.
do it like you're the boss of that job.
Yeah.
Because even if you come here and it's, this is just my part-time job, all right, you still have things that you need to do, and everyone is relying on you, right? Yeah. So I always say, do it like a boss.
Okay.
And it really helps instill that mentality in their mind, that accountability.
Yeah, I love
because
that.
a lot of people have, they're frozen by decision making. When they have to make a decision, they freeze.
Okay.
Right? They don't have this decision-making ability because they're like, I'm not the boss.
Yeah.
I can't make that choice.
Okay.
As I told you before, I don't drink coffee. So I have a coffee shop and I don't drink coffee. Who chooses the coffee? And one of my staff, he was like, well, you're the boss. You choose the coffee. I was like, I don't care. I don't drink coffee. I have no opinion about this. You make the coffee. You're the boss of that coffee.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, he had, it wasn't like let's wait for Russ to make a decision. I'm busy. I'm doing other stuff. I want to do my job.
Okay.
Right? So then he was like, all right, I choose the coffee. I choose the milk. I choose the recipe. I choose the menu. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
You are the boss of
I
that. So
love that.
that's why I like saying that. Yeah. Like a boss.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like a boss. So I'm going to use that clip. That's really nice, man. I'm going to edit that up. I'm going to use that because definitely if you keep the mindset of like a boss, you don't have to be the boss. I love that. I like that.
And
That's
you
a new
can make
perspective.
decisions that, because, in an organization, when I'm dealing with international organizations, there's so many levels up there where, the GM, the directors, the top level, sometimes they don't care about these minor things, right?
Yeah.
So they need someone to make these decisions. And if you just keep waiting for someone at that level, it needs to be bottom up. What do you need to do your job? I'll support you. You're the boss of that. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So so everyone's there, the boss of their own position.
So that's what it means.
Their own life.
Hashtag like a boss.
Like a boss. So we're gonna throw the hashtag in there in a sec. That's pretty nice. Love that, man. I love that. Let's grab that next one. So the next one is a sauce by a little small company called Flavor the World.
Okay.
And it's a special sauce because he made this sauce for obviously for vegetarians, but for like the Buddhist vegetarian that cannot do onion, they cannot do garlic. So it's believe it or not, it's very tough to make a good sauce without garlic and onion. It's very, I mean, because that's in everything.
Especially like in Mexican everything, it's always garlic and onion.
It's like when I teach something new to the staff, it's
garlic,
like, okay,
onion.
Simmer the garlic, throw the onion in. Okay, now let's start the recipe. Yeah, it's always garlic and onion. So this sauce has no garlic, no onion. It's specially made by Flavor of the World. Try it out, man. Let me know what you... And I wanted to make sure you got to try it because it's like the pure, no garlic, no onion, vegetarian sauce.
For all my Buddhist vegetarians out there, and there's a lot of them that I know.
Shout out to the Buddhist vegetarians.
I'm excited about that, and I actually see the chili peppers there.
You see some chilies on there, yeah.
So I'm excited about this one.
It's called the Samadhi.
Samadhi
sauce.
Samadhi
sauce. Yosemite Sam, baby.
It tastes a lot like the first one, but
yeah. First one has butter in it, though. Yeah. Cauliflower, baby. Not bad, right?
I see that layer of batter mix. Nice.
Yeah, of course. Always looking for something like for the vegetarians, and it's always tough. It's tough.
That one's good.
I'm not a vegetarian, so it's tough to make something that is vegetarian friendly with no onion, no garlic. But luckily, there are people that are doing cool stuff. So
I'll tell you a little secret.
Let's do it.
I'm a vegetarian, and in my restaurant, we sold meat. We sold beef.
Okay.
And guess who cooked it?
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay.
And everyone was so surprised.
Really?
They're like, wait, you're a vegetarian. You don't taste this. No. But you cook it. You make it. It's your recipe. I go, yep.
Yeah.
How do you know it's good? What my grandmother taught me. Do it with a little love. You make it with a little love, it tastes good. So everyone was surprised, and many people actually don't believe me.
Really?
Like, nah, you didn't make it. Nah, that's not your food. But every time I cook for people, I'm like, this is me. This is vegetarian.
How long have you been vegetarian, man?
Since I was 12 years old.
Oh my God. Okay, that's a long time.
And I've been cooking since I was 12 years old.
Beautiful. Love that. All right. Let's switch these bad boys up. Okay. I'm gonna switch this over right now. And we're gonna go like this.
Oh, you got the main emulator.
We made halfway through. You can also change this. Yeah. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna have a little Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Which is the game?
You want to do Turbo?
I don't know. Whatever you decide.
Yeah, you know what to do, right? Okay, perfect. Yeah.
He's a professional. He's a
professional. Yeah. So. We can play some Street Fighter.
I'm good for anything, man.
All right, we'll play a little Street Fighter. Hit start.
All right.
There we go.
Who's your guy?
I usually use Ryu or Sagat.
I'm Ken.
Oh, perfect, Ryu.
Ken. All right.
Perfect. Let's do it.
In Japan.
All right, so this is us. So this is like super fast, man. Want to get the buttons down?
Just double checking. Okay, I see how you did it.
Your call. You let me know when you're ready to rock, man. Okay, let's do it. Oh, he's got some skills, this boy.
Let's see. I can't get the kick down. There you go.
Whooping. Oh, you got me, man. Damn. How we doing on audio? All right?
Nice. I haven't played Street Fighter in a while. I like it.
All right, so you're ready.
There you go. I got my combo. I get my combo in.
That's it, right? When I was a kid, I used to play this in like the arcades. Yeah. Oh, look at this. He's got the throw moves, yeah? I used to go in as like this 8-year-old kid and beat all these adults and stuff. Right. And then they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna take it easy on this kid. And then and then they're like, damn, this kid. But I mean, again, I haven't played this. I got this like retro machine set up. a while back.
My dad never gave me money for arcades. Video games. I just go and watch people play.
Oh, look at that combo.
Messed up.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna do that.
Got it. Nice,
dude. Oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's do
I
one
won.
more. He won.
She's not impressed.
She's not impressed.
She's not impressed.
All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more while we
right.
check. While we go on the sound and check it all out. I'm gonna switch it up.
Wait.
You won, so you can change.
Round one.
They're like, Eddie loses every week, whatever. It's like the computer there at Old Spicy Girl. Oh, the combos. Oh my gosh.
Muscle memory. Just remember how to do it. I bought a couple of these too.
I had to make sure I won once, man. At least, jeez, right? Ha!
Good. No one saw that. No one's paid attention.
The world is watching. Eventually.
What?
Ooh, I love that. Dragon Blood. You must defeat Shen Long to stand a chance. I can't remember what's oh man, I'm getting whooped here. I'm gonna go down like this. Oh my god, you're fast. Oh, I was looking for the throw. I can't remember which one throw with this guy. Beautiful.
Oh, they can't see me.
Ah, yeah.
I just gave you guys a thumb up, but you can't see it.
You know what? Actually, there we go. I'm trying a new backup camera as well. Yeah. So usually they'll be able to see the cam on this, but I forgot to add it into the OBS. So my bad. It's all good. All good. There we go. Ass beat though. Oh my god. So I'm gonna throw in the towel. I'm done.
I won again
on audio.
She's not impressed.
Highly high. Okay, yeah. All right. So let's go back to this bad boy right here. Yeah. All right. We're good to go. So we actually got the backup. Tell me I am, man.
All good. All
Got
good.
to add the audio onto that one. If it gets to it, I'll do it. But on good one, this we're good. All right.
Nobody was impressed by my Street Fighter skills.
So this guy actually whooped me on Street Fighter, which is it's not an easy
I'm
thing
a
to
button
do.
master.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. So I'm curious about. Okay. Let's grab the wing and then I'll go on the next question. Yeah.
All right. This one's slightly yellowish. Again, these are all veggie.
These are all vegetarian, right?
All vegetarian.
Oh, that last one is. Oh my lord.
That's the one that scares you.
That's a little rough. I'll be honest. I haven't done that on a cauliflower though. So
Okay.
We'll see. So right now we're doing a jalapeno-based sauce. Whenever we're able to get fresh local jalapenos, the small ones we make into this sauce, and the big ones we gut them and we turn them into poppers. And the seeds that we gut the peppers with, we also throw into this sauce.
So I saw your posting. I messaged you. Oh, I saw it too late. I didn't message you. By the time you posted sold, I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
I love me jalapenos.
I got so many people that were just like,
I'm excited about
I'm
this
like,
one.
sorry, yeah. All right, brother. So let's get on that jalapeno, the green sauce. We good on audio? All right.
All good?
I hope so. Apologies, we're testing out some new audio, guys, and yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I hope we're good to go on the audio, right? Yeah. Okay. Salud.
Oh, this one's good. Money. Jalapenos is. I love that scent. Yeah. It's like that floral that just has a really, really nice scent. Oh, this one's money.
Money in the bank. Speaking of money in the bank, you're a big WWE fan, right?
Yeah, I am.
How long have you been a big fan? Since kid, never stopped. What's up? So that one was spicy or getting there?
This one's perfect.
This
one is perfect. The jalapeno one, by far the best.
Yes, for sure. We have to save that for the round two. We got horchata too if you need some horchata.
I'm good.
I love it.
I'm good. I love my spicy food. So my life when I went to the United States was actually very difficult.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I feel I make a good teacher is because in my company, all of our teachers. How can I put this without getting in trouble?
Take a deep breath.
Let me think about how I want to say this.
I've said it, man. Yeah.
One of the requirements for when we're hiring is we want everyone to speak at least 2 languages.
Okay.
Right?
Of course. Yeah.
So if you only speak English, I'm sorry, doesn't mean you're a qualified English teacher. Okay. That's just the reality of it. And one of the reasons why we want people who speak multiple languages is because we teach adults. And with adults, you need to have empathy. You need to know what it's like to feel like an idiot.
Okay.
Because we're teaching 40-year-olds that have trouble putting together sentences.
Sure.
But they need to do it in front of their, American boss, right? So we need to know what it's like they're feeling to just want to say something, not be able to say it, or make mistakes, or say like he instead of she, or say tree instead of three. We need to know that, and the only way you're gonna know that is if you have empathy. If you have been trying to learn a language and have messed up, right? If you don't pronounce something correctly and you feel, oh my God, what is that word?
Oh my, I've had that many times. Oh my God.
Exactly, and we know that learning Chinese, speaking Chinese, like la, like I pronounce it incorrectly, right?
Yeah.
Jiao, I mean, my feet and sleep is the exact same sound to me in Chinese, right? So it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay.
So our teacher needs to have that.
Okay.
So
they need to know how to be completely humbled by language.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because the reality is, and the sad part is, we live in a world where English is the #1 language, and people associate your language ability with your intelligence.
Okay.
I know many smart,
Are we back on?
talented people
Yeah.
here in Taiwan that have trouble speaking English. Therefore, their bosses treat them like idiots. Right? They don't give them the respect that they deserve.
Switch it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of how I approach my English classes.
Okay.
Because when I moved to the United States, you didn't even see my Spanish started coming out. I say United States.
Hey.
When I moved to the United States, my parents didn't speak English.
Same. I understand.
I didn't speak English.
Okay.
But then my parents wanted me to speak English, so they put me in like an all-English school.
Yeah?
Right? So no bilingual education.
Okay,
We did bilingual education, I think, a couple months, and then they took me out of it.
Yeah.
So I went to an all-English school.
Was it the Boston Latin School? No.
This is before
pre,
Boston Latin School.
I'm
right?
curious because I was curious. That's one of the
This is
questions.
before Boston Latin.
Okay.
So then I was there in this like all-English environment. I didn't speak English. So I was basically the weird kid in the back of the class.
Weird kid that doesn't speak English.
I was the weird kid that sat in the back, like, messy hair, messy food.
Real food. Not peanut butter sandwiches.
Not peanut butter sandwiches. I used to trade my meal for peanut butter sandwiches.
I used to do that too, I'll be honest.
Yeah. So that was hard, language-wise hard. So then when I'm teaching, I know that feeling.
Yeah, sure.
So then
sure.
I incorporate a lot of that in the way that I structure my classes, the way that I prepare my lessons.
Okay.
The way we have like very unique lesson plans tailored to our students, because like
Love it.
I need to make a class for you because you're not like everyone else. When I was growing up in the U.S. education system, they treated me like I was like everybody else, but I wasn't. So I was just the weird kid.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mornings were just basically watching cartoons, watching two things. Ninja Turtles.
Okay, love it. That's a great
hence Japanese fighting obsession.
Sure.
And
okay.
my Ninja Turtles obsession. And number 2,
Love
WWE. Or WWF at that time.
Okay, WWF, yeah.
So it was just wrestling and Ninja Turtles, and that was my childhood. And I got into wrestling.
Okay.
So since then, watching wrestling. And then I have a friend, shout out to Mike, who, he was also really into it. And then he figured out a nice strategy. If we show up early enough to wrestling shows,
you get to meet the fighters. No?
well, that's what we wanted.
Okay,
but
yeah.
they actually started asking us to help set up chairs.
Really?
And help do
Okay.
other things.
Oh, that's cool.
So then we just got to go to like all these indie shows and like watch for free. And then one thing led to another, and before you know it, I was in that world.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just like wrestling.
That's
it,
beautiful.
yeah.
I love that.
I'm a big wrestling fan.
Have you checked out any of the Taiwanese indie shows?
I did.
Have you? Yeah?
I did. I actually, there's one guy in Taiwan, a foreigner guy in Taiwan from Canada. You
Yes,
probably
yes,
know him.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
he was also into wrestling.
Sure,
Right
sure.
there,
He
yeah.
is. He's the guy that introduced me. I didn't even know that there was Taiwan indie
Yeah.
show. And he's introduced me to a couple people that were going to get onto the show. Yeah.
Well, see, what I told him is I want to be a tag team with him.
Okay.
I wanna go
that'd
and-
be because he's a giant. Yeah.
We
yeah,
want to
yeah.
be the heel foreigners.
Beautiful.
We want to be like,
Oh.
Taiwan sucks, blah, 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 and like have the Taiwanese people beat us up.
Oh man.
So
if you guys
I-
need a Mr. Fuji,
See,
let me know. I'll be it. I'm the
I don't
man.
know. I don't know if they'd be
Polar
open to that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
A little
new
Paul Bear.
Taiwan Wrestling NTW.
Okay.
Guys, check me out because I
Sounds
love
good.
wrestling.
Let's
I love
do
being into it.
I actually grew up watching wrestling as well. I loved it.
Yeah.
From WrestleMania 1. I mean, I haven't watched it lately, but when they came here, I saw you there.
yeah.
We went to watch it because my father-in-law, he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it, and he's funny because he's always like, "Don't spend money, save your money, don't spend money, whatever." And then
No, he wants ringside seats.
and then he's just like, I'm like, "Hey, Baba, we're actually a couple weeks. Make sure you're here." And he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "WWE is coming to town," and he's just like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I got ringside seats," and he's just like, "Okay." And then after he's like, "How much were they?" And I told him the price. He's like, Okay, let's go. We're going. I'm like,
Yeah,
you better
it's,
believe it. We're going. I already paid.
Yeah.
And then we got there. He was like a kid in the candy store.
Yeah.
We got to meet my buddy. We got some pictures with belts.
Yeah.
And then we went out. We saw the shirts. And we looked at the shirts. And I'm like, pick a shirt, man. He's like, no. 很贵, 很贵. I'm like, just pick a shirt, man. And he's just like, okay, I'll take that one. And I mean, put it on. I'm like, put it on, man. He's like, no. It's like his treasure, man.
Yeah.
It's like this shirt is his treasure. He's like, it's gonna be weird.
Who's
because,
his favorite? Favorite wrestler?
The funny thing was, I didn't know who his favorite was.
Yeah.
But he got pretty excited when the Divas came out. He came out. It's like,
Divas,
woo!
yeah.
And it's funny because everybody would rush like the rail.
Yeah.
And all the security guys were like, hey, back up,
Yeah.
back up. But I mean, you see like this, an old Taiwanese, older Taiwanese guy in his 60s. He goes up and they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
So he was like right up in the action. He loved
female
it, man.
wrestlers come
he
up
Was,
and-
he was pretty. He was in the action, man. He loved it. He had a great time. If it comes again, we'll definitely go again. It was a great experience.
They're rumored to be coming back next year, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
back
Okay.
to
So we'll be there.
Taiwan,
We'll get some ringside seats again,
Nice,
man.
nice.
We'll all get together and we'll take over the.
I
whole
dress
front.
up.
I know.
You're
I
gonna-
saw that.
You're gonna have to dress up.
I'll dress up,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. I'll
Hold
definitely
them
dress
to
up.
that. Hold them
I'll
to
dress
that.
up for sure. Yeah.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
But we got to get some of the local guys on, and I met a few, and we got to get. I mean. The podcast is kicking off, man. A lot of people are like, "Hey, that's cool what you're doing." I recently met Taiwan's first 1FC women's fighter, Jenny Huang.
Yeah.
I just met her recently. We're gonna get her on the show. I met, we're getting quite a few people on, and it's fun. Next week we've got a musician, Patrick Braska, who was with us. I've known him since he was like 8, and so he tours China with Jay Cho, and it's pretty cool, man. And
Nice.
I'm having a good time. That's the main thing, I think. But we're putting eyes on people that I'd like to show. We want to
Excellent.
collect eyes and put it on in the right place.
Nice.
So that's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
And we need it in English too. 'cause
we
they-
do.
They have a lot of these Taiwanese TV shows that.
I've been on a couple.
I hate going on there.
and it's like I kind of tune out a little bit because it's just like and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I'll go do it, and I'm down to do it. But if we can come out and we can share, and and it's live, and it's not like, oh no, don't say it like that, say it like this. It's like, no, let's just do your thing, right? So that's what this is about, sharing cool stories. That's what we're doing here, man.
I completely agree with you. I hate going on those TV shows. Especially as a foreigner, when you go there, because it's all just pushing your stereotype.
I know.
It's like, you're Latino, you must dance.
Oh, you must dance and eat spicy.
Romantic, eat spicy. Yeah. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah,
no, well, for me, I get that. Like, are you sure you're Latino? I'm like, I'm pretty sure
you're Mexican.
No, but it even gets worse because they're like, "Are you sure you're Mexican?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty sure."
Yeah.
No. Wait to hear the punchline. And they're like, oh, well, you're really lucky. I'm like, well, lucky about what? Like, well, you don't look Mexican at all.
I knew you were gonna say
And I was like, what? I'm like, okay, how do I take that? Yeah, that's
my
crazy,
parents
right?
said the same thing about me
You're
when
lucky.
I went
You're
back.
lucky, yeah.
I'm
'Cause
like,
you don't look it at all.
your skin's too white. You don't look Bolivian anymore.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
crazy. It's crazy because the people that are lighter skinned, they want to get that nice bronze tan, and the people that are like darker skinned, usually it's like, oh, we want to have that paler skin. Like my family in Mexico, like, oh man, that's awesome. You know? I'm like, what? I've been getting a beating in Canada my whole life because I look white. Because I look white and I'm Mexican, you know. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Very, very different.
It's a weird feeling, right?
But it's all about the image, you know. Like as I said,
for
like I, you know, most people think like, oh, they meet me, they're like, oh, he's an English teacher.
Oh yeah.
Why are you dressed in a suit?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Sure,
type.
sure.
What I teach is slightly different. I do company training, and
Sure.
I write training programs for companies.
Yeah.
So you're a teacher? Like they just get very confused by that.
But still a teacher, right?
Yeah. Okay.
No,
yeah,
it's
whatever.
always I know.
Yeah, so,
well, for me, when I come from a really small town in BC, Canada, and it's called Kitimat. Shout out to Kitimat. Love that place. It's the best place in the world to go visit. Amazing fishing, amazing people, beautiful. Love it. I really miss it, especially right now. But when I say Kitimat, people are like, Vancouver? I'm like, not Vancouver, Kitimat. And they're like, Toronto? I'm like, no, that's further.
Yeah.
Not Vancouver or Toronto. We're in Kitimat. And they're like, Vancouver? And I'm like, yes.
Which is
Metrotown Mall. Go like to the mall. I live in the mall. That's where I live. They got a little booth for me, and that's where I live when I go home.
I always avoid saying Bolivia as much as I can.
Okay, yeah.
Because then it runs into this conversation.
Bolivia?
Where is that? Is that in Africa? Is that,
there
is
you
that
go.
Europe?
Okay.
Where is that? I was like, okay.
You're like,
just you think I'm American? Okay, I get to know you a
there
little bit
go.
more than I really tell
Then
you that
we'll
I'm from
release the
Bolivia.
goods, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Let's get on that next wing.
Nice. What is this one?
Ooh, this is made with it's made with Thai, with like those little bird's eye
the
peppers.
Thai, yes.
Those bird's eye peppers, which we call Thai peppers for slang, and that sauce is made with that. So we're getting a little hotter. So, and again, they're all cauliflower.
All cauliflower, veggie, all veggie.
Shout out to the vegetarians out there. We love you guys. We got options for you. Come and check us out.
That's why I love Mexican food so much.
Yeah.
Because you can replace meat with beans in anything.
In any dish, right? Any dish.
Love my veggies.
Gotcha. Salud.
Salud.
All right.
Thai chili sauce. A little zesty.
I think the vegetarian wings are bringing the heat down a little bit. But
All good.
flavor's all good, yeah? I think.
This one's nice and crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That one has garlic and onion in it. Sorry. So obviously we got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? The coronavirus. How is that affecting your business? Or is it? Or is it even better because you're doing online stuff? Give some
Coronavirus
inspiration
isn't.
to everybody because everyone's like, oh my God, coronavirus. But I think that you've got cool stuff. So
This one, nice.
good. Getting spicier.
I felt a little kick.
A little bit. Okay. Good.
Obviously, with
Coronavirus, baby.
everything going around
Yeah.
around the world, something that's affecting everyone.
Of course.
And we got very lucky. So we've
Very
been teaching
lucky.
online classes. I shouldn't say very lucky, actually. But we've been teaching classes, online classes for the past 5 years.
Okay.
So it's something that we've been testing. And just this year, we happened to launch Vine Dots, which is
Yes.
actually version 3 of our online classes.
Okay, Vine Dots. Yes. Love it.
So Vine Dots is our new website for online class. So
VineDots.com.
VineDots.com. In Chinese, it's dots.tw.
Okay, beautiful.
And VineDots.com. It's basically online English portal separated into 2 parts. The first part is online English classes. So you go there and you take your online English classes with your teacher. The second part of that is video classes, because one of the things that about us is many people message me and want me to teach them, but I always put them into 2 categories: people who think they want to learn English, but don't want to put the time into it.
Okay.
That's one group.
We have a word for that, but let's keep going.
And then they have the other group that want to learn English, but don't necessarily want to pay or put the time into it.
We have a word for that too. Yeah?
So what I do in Vine Dots is I've taken, we write custom English classes for all our students. We don't use any books. So
Really?
You have a class that specializes on restaurant English.
That is amazing.
Waitress English, bartender English. So we have thousands and thousands of specialty classes.
Okay. Damn.
So for the past couple of months,
I love that, man.
I've been recording me teaching the classes, digitizing them, and putting them up as dots.
I love
2
it.
to 5 minute video lessons, short video lessons.
Beautiful.
About any topic, random topic. And every day I just keep adding new videos to it. So it's a library of online English resources.
Is that okay? So I seen you a few posts on your Instagram and your Facebook, and there's videos that are getting lots of hits.
Yeah.
Is that from the Vine Dots, or is that something
No,
else?
it's not. Because all the Vine Dots is all the Vine Dots
It's behind a pay gateway or something.
No, we have free classes and free courses.
Okay.
But the thing with it is there are many free resources out there. YouTube is amazing.
YouTube, my gosh, yeah.
When I was learning Japanese, man, if I had YouTube to help me, that would help.
God.
I was literally
gosh.
like in my room with the dictionary trying to figure it out by myself, right?
You speak Japanese.
I study Japanese.
Okay, all right,
and,
beautiful.
Chinese
Okay.
in, Japanese out.
Oh,
right?
that's rough. Okay, yeah.
So
My
then,
Spanish mixes up with Chinese a lot of the
happens
time.
all the time, yeah.
Oh, it's rough.
So-
I'm glad that it happens to somebody else, man.
Happens to everybody,
Because people
man.
come in here and they're like, "Hey, they're Latino," and then I start speaking Spanish to them, and then all of a sudden a Chinese word flies in there, and they're like,
What
"Who
is
the
that?
fuck is that guy?" You know? I'm like, yeah. Anyways, keep going.
So that's what happened. So Vine Dots is basically like what I want Vine Dots to be eventually is I just want all my English classes that we've taught for the past 10 years. I want them all online.
Beautiful.
So if you want classes with me, you just log in, you register, and you just take as many classes as you want, kind of like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
吃到饱. Yeah.
But the thing about it is I want it to be complete because while YouTube is great,
Sure.
YouTube, you spend 10, 15 minutes finding the right video.
Of course, yeah.
And
Sure,
by
sure,
the
sure.
time you finish it, you gotta like 10 another 5 minutes finding out the next one.
Yep.
So I kind of have it like in courses, based on some on stuff on writing, some
Sure.
on traveling,
Yep.
some on business, some on social, some on making friends.
Okay.
So just some on food.
Okay.
And it's just like you take whatever and it's fully interactive. So it's
That's
like
beautiful.
videos, quizzes, assignments, lots of cool stuff on it.
Beautiful. I love
So
it.
that's all it is. And
It's a
I really
collection
like
of
it.
classes. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the nice thing about it is because
You're kind of cloning yourself a little bit, which is perfect. Yeah. It's like I'm cloning. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
because once people, this is my gateway to get people to say, are you serious about taking your English ability, and not just English,
Yeah.
your learning, because
Yeah.
a lot of the world's information is in English.
Sure. Exactly.
And
yeah.
if you really want to know like all this stuff that's in
Yeah.
English, all the resources that are in English, you try to researching something in Chinese, you find it, but it's limited. You researching
sure.
in English,
The Spanish
you
is the
have
same,
a global
Yeah.
database of information.
I love that. Yeah.
So once you want to get to that level, then it's like, all right, you get a base with Vine Dots,
Yep.
and now you're ready to tackle into something in more depth.
Yep.
Now we can have class one-on-one. Because
Okay.
now we can discuss stuff in detail, where I'm not sitting there worrying about teaching you colors
Yeah.
or teaching you grammar. We can go into knowledge.
I also think that's a nice filter, right? It's like a filter, right?
It's those who
Yeah, I mean, not to insult anybody, but I mean, like, sometimes you come in, somebody says they want to learn, and then you're like, okay, you do it, and then you're like, okay,
they
well,
don't really want to learn.
take this home, make sure you practice this, and then they come back to like, I couldn't do it. Like, okay, a couple times later, you're like, come on, man. I mean,
Here's the thing.
come on.
So I have one student.
Yeah.
He's using Vine Dots for his TOEIC classes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then he tells me, he messaged me for help and that stuff. I log into the website. I can see how many times he's logged in.
Okay.
I can see how many
love
videos
that.
he's
That's
watched.
beautiful. I
I
love
can
that,
see
yeah.
what he scores on his quizzes.
Okay. Nice.
So
You got
it's
tests
like,
and stuff on there. Beautiful.
Yeah, you didn't really study last week. You
That's
didn't really
beautiful.
do your homework. Oh, I'm sorry, I got busy. Okay.
Okay. Well.
I'll help you once you finish watching the video that this
Yeah.
is about. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So this is a way to gauge people. It's like, all right, if you're interested, okay.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like measuring yourself, because as you take classes, you get percentage points.
Okay.
So like once you complete a class, you completed the 100%. So we know if you skip the video, it's not going to give you 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch the
of
video,
course.
you take the quiz, you try it, that's it. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love.
So-
I'm taking a course on systemizing my restaurant, and it's also similar like that. You know,
Yeah.
you go through everything. At the end, you've got homework. You got to send the homework into the to the course creator, and it's amazing.
They have
that's amazing.
on Vine students, they have to upload assignments to me. So they have to
love it.
write stuff, upload it to me, and
Okay.
they only upload it once. Right?
Okay,
And if
yeah.
it's not good, you're gonna get a bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reject it.
Yeah,
And it's like,
that's
you know,
beautiful.
and you can't upload another one. You failed at this test.
Yeah. Okay. Love
So
that. I love that.
it's kind of that way. And
Beautiful.
with COVID-19 and coronavirus right now, a lot of people are turning to e-learning. And
Sure,
that's
of
exactly
course.
what this is.
Sure.
But e-learning has been around for a long time. My first job in the United States had me sit and watch some videos.
Okay.
But now we have the technology, we have the bandwidth, we have the capability to do something better.
Okay.
And that's what VineDots is doing.
Okay.
It's taking the e-learning and doing it to another level, customizing it a little bit more, making it more realistic.
Yeah.
For example, we have some like taxi driving courses that we're
Okay.
doing,
Yeah.
where we're actually filming them in a taxi.
Okay.
You know, so it's
cool.
very we try to make it as realistic as possible. It isn't just pictures and words and me speaking in a microphone, which would be easy to do, but that's not what I'm looking to do with this. Yeah. So in terms of how coronavirus has affected us,
Sorry, five people are they cannot see this girl waiting to get her bill. That drives me out. Sorry, I'm listening. That drives me nuts. Yeah. Okay. Rita.
Hello, Rita.
You guys, head up. Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna throw a wing at somebody pretty soon. Rita. Tell my done, yeah? Yeah, of course. Come on. Sorry.
Took like 10 messages to get
I know. Come on, everyone's looking at the floor.
So you have this.
Okay.
You can put a button here. That will zap.
Shock out. Yeah. No, so that's beautiful. I love the idea. And you're right that it's technology that's been around, but now people are seeing like, hey, there's potential here. I think there's a lot of potential with it, and I think that you're on the forefront. I love it.
Well,
I love everything you're doing, man. That's why I was really happy that you were able to come on the show. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah.
But with coronavirus, the one thing I want to say about this is right now we're living in this transition period around the world.
Yeah.
Where since coronavirus is affecting everyone around the world, everyone around the world is going to have to make changes to their lifestyle.
There's going to be a big shuffle.
We're going to have to live in this post-coronavirus world.
Yes.
And part of that and part of your training in that will be saying, you know what? I don't need to be micromanaged. I can work on my own.
Sure.
I, as a company, also needs to institute measures and checks and precautions to make sure my employees are working.
Yeah,
They don't need
of
to
course.
come to the office and work.
Yeah.
It's a wasted resource.
Yeah.
All those fancy buildings in downtown Taipei that are empty right now,
Yeah.
but they're still paying $1 million rent.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe you don't need that entire space.
I agree.
Do you really need to waste my time traveling to your company to
I
have
agree.
a meeting that could really take 15 minutes? Or you can just email me. Why are we meeting for 1 hour?
Sure.
When
sure.
you can send me an
And then
email that will
commuting.
cover everything.
And commuting.
And commute and all this
Yeah,
stuff. So companies right now need to think about what is our system? What is our SOP?
Yeah.
And how do we upgrade it to this post-coronavirus life?
I love that.
And that's one thing that I'm talking to companies right now to help them to do that, because we
Sure.
have experience doing that.
Okay, that's
But that's what
amazing, yeah.
everyone needs to do. Everybody needs to think about that. Even like yourself, you have to like push
For
delivery
sure.
methods.
I'm actually.
You have to push Food Panda, eating out, dining out.
So we have Food Panda and Uber Eats, but I'm actually in the process of building sort of an online ordering system with Messenger with a couple of guys, and it's almost done.
Yeah.
And when it's done,
Exactly.
I mean, we're going to be able to attach delivery. We're going to be able to have people can pre-order their food.
Yeah.
They can come in, they can do whatever they want through Messenger. Because we've tried an app before and no one wants to download my app.
That's the thing. It's
right? They're like, I got another app.
A lot of
but
people
on
keep telling me
Messenger-
about do VineDots as an app. No, you have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Click, it works.
Exactly.
You
You got a mobile friendly site. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's it. So do an app, but nobody wants to download the app.
But that's
Yeah,
what we're talking about,
exactly.
this post coronavirus world that we need to live in.
Yeah,
And every company needs to adjust and change their strategy to fit this type of lifestyles. And we as consumers, we have to start getting adjusted to look at the world economy right now. I actually love what's happening.
Okay.
Because do you really need to buy all this garbage? Now we're seeing what's important in life.
I agree.
Now we're seeing who's important in life, you know?
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And I also think that there's a big shuffle coming.
Yes.
And then Taiwan, due to amazing government, amazing everything, amazing planning, prevention methods. After this shuffle, I believe Taiwan is going to be up the top or close. There's a big, beautiful shuffle going on right now.
There's something I want to say to all of my students out there, because I give talks and I talk to a lot of people about studying abroad and working abroad, right?
Yes.
And part of one of my business models is I help people find jobs and study overseas, right?
Okay, yes.
They want to study undergrad or graduate schools overseas. I help you with that, right?
Sure.
They pay me for that.
Of course,
That's part of my job, right?
Of course.
But one thing that I'm telling them is you got to be careful with that, because we are living in the future in Taiwan right now. And
it's crazy.
And the Taiwanese people that want to leave Taiwan because they think life is better overseas, look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Look what's happening overseas.
It's crazy because they're coming back here and they're like, well, my government's going to take care of me, so they come back here. Yeah.
We're not faking numbers here. We're not fudging numbers. People are actually getting taken care here in Taiwan, right?
I mean, after the Qimingji, right, whatever, we thought that numbers were going to spike because everyone's doing the tomb sweeping.
Yeah.
But it went out the last 2 days, it's been 3 and 3, and it's all been imported.
And
incredible.
And what's going to happen in Canada, US, Europe, what's going to happen is they're going to start acting like Taiwan.
Yeah.
So all people, you need to really,
transition.
you need to cherish Taiwan.
Yes.
Because what you guys have here is absolutely amazing. We have,
it's beautiful.
This is what's going to happen around the world.
We knew that 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's why we stayed.
Took care of it.
Yeah.
When this first started happening in January, right? I got annoyed because I go visit many companies around Taiwan. I got annoyed. I have to wait in line, have to take my temperature, have to sanitize my hands in the elevator, and I have to wear a mask when I'm in the building, right?
Yeah.
I got annoyed by that, but I did it, and guess what?
You gotta do it. Yeah.
We're at 300 something numbers in Taiwan, right?
23 million people, 24.
Everyone else in the US particularly, what's happening? You
Thousands
guys are,
a day, right?
You watch all these movies, right? All these disaster
Those
movies.
Crazy movies, yeah.
And US is always the hero in this, right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Come on, America, what's happening?
I never thought about
USA,
that.
what's happening, right? You guys are last
that.
in this. You guys are dragging your feet. Taiwan has healthcare.
Yeah,
right. That's what's going to happen around the world.
Yeah.
Countries around the world will start offering their citizens real healthcare that we have here.
Yep.
Did you get your masks from the government?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't have to wait in line. I didn't have to download anything.
Yeah.
I got masks from the government.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizers, right?
Yes, we got everything. Yeah.
Everything's prepared. And everyone around the world is going to have to take precautions.
I agree.
Stuff that we're doing already.
Yes.
Having your temperature checked. I get my temperature checked 10 times a day.
Yeah, our restaurant, we check everybody.
Check when
Everyone's
they come in.
Everyone's got to wash their hands.
You have hand sanitizers
right
there
at the door. We got it. Yes, we have to. Yeah.
But this isn't now. You guys have had this.
Yeah,
this is something that Taiwan has had.
Sure.
Yeah, so...
And I think, shout out again, Taiwan. You've been amazing to us. You've been amazing to the people. Taiwan's the place to be, I think,
so
right now. You know? So I think, again, what I was saying at the beginning, there's a shuffle. I think after all this thing is passed, you're going to see. People are going to see how amazing Taiwan is.
I hope so.
There's a shuffle, man. I hope so.
Well, the thing is, we have a lot of people here that are very smart, very capable. Yeah. And I want to share one quick story.
Let's do it.
About one of my two dear friends of mine who they're engineers in Taiwan. They're designers in Taiwan.
Sure.
And when I had a friend from overseas, an American friend that came to Taiwan that works making cell phone video games.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And I thought, hey, I want to introduce him to some people. So we all went out to KTV. I did not sing, obviously.
I love it. Hey. Okay.
We all went out to KTV. And then we were just chatting. And the whole time they were chatting, my foreigner friend was talking about all the stuff that he does back home and making his video games, millions of users that they have, how great it is, blah, blah, blah. And my two engineering students were like, oh, wow, he's so cool. You can do. And in my head, I was like, this should be reversed.
Yeah.
He's making freaking video games.
Yeah.
And you guys are designing actual really cool high-tech stuff. You guys are a million times better than them. But
Yeah.
because of language,
Yeah.
because you don't know how to promote yourself, you don't know how
Sure.
to talk about yourself, you don't know
Market
how
yourself.
to market
Build your
yourself.
brand. Yeah.
You
agree.
have that disconnection there. And I was like, Taiwan, step up, show how proud you are. And
Yeah.
we have a lot of smart people here that need to output this knowledge and data and information that we have to help these other countries.
I agree. I
Right?
agree. And I
Yeah.
think that the people here, everybody's so humble and a lot of really shy people. And the people that step out,
They're not shy.
Yeah.
Everyone that says you're shy,
You're
you guys are liars to me.
Okay, okay.
They're lying to me because
Unless you get them in the KTV.
I
yeah?
see.
Yeah.
I see them when I'm not there.
Yeah, that's-
Before the teacher walks in, blah blah blah, ha ha. I walk in.
That's true.
Oh, you guys are
That's
liars.
true.
You
That's
ain't
true.
shy.
It's
No,
the
no.
buhao and nobody wants to look bad. right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
one quick story as well. Like, I speak Spanish, English, and Mandarin, right? Pretty fluently. But
Very fluent.
but
You
we
did an
w-
interview in Chinese.
That's right. We have a couple. We got about 4 or 5. Yeah. yeah.
See?
So
I can't do that.
I have to prep a lot for those. I'll be honest.
Well,
yeah.
I fake my Chinese.
Yeah, okay, there you
I
go.
go, 对呀，对呀。
对呀, yeah. So, but last year we went to Okinawa and we went to Japan a couple years ago, and I'm like back to day one, and it makes me crazy because English, Spanish, Chinese. You got a pretty good percentage of the world covered. Then you go to Japan, and the English level is pretty low. I mean, it's not an insult; it's just my opinion.
No,
the feeling that I
it's
had.
proven.
Yeah.
If you look at the rankings of test scores around
Yeah.
the world, some countries, and Taiwan is lagging too. Taiwan was 17 or 19,
That's
I think.
crazy. That's crazy.
Bring that up, Taiwan.
So, well, that's
what I
that's
mean.
the plan. You're going to bring that up.
Oh, we'll see what the Ministry of Education
So
has to
English,
say.
okay, no good. So then I start trying Spanish.
Yeah.
Even worse. Nobody cares. And then I use Chinese, and then they're kind of like slightly-ish. Some people,
You can
but
write
not,
it.
but not really. Not really. I can't write. I'm not
write it.
male to Malay high. I'm not that good. I can't write. Like also what he was saying. I never studied it.
Yeah.
I went in between jobs.
Yeah.
One of my jobs, one of the owners of the job didn't want me to leave. Blacklisted me from going to another school. So I got blacklisted. It's a real thing. So I couldn't get an ARC with my other job, so I went in and I took a Chinese course.
Yeah.
And I went for a couple months until all that stuff got sorted. And we did the book
Yeah.
And so that helped me a lot. But I mean, I don't remember it now. But it helped me. This was a
yeah.
long time ago. So reading and writing just non-existent for sure. For me. But let's jump on that next one, brother. Yeah. We're getting hot. All right, man. So the next one is made with ghost pepper. Little ghost pepper. Get on in that, brother. And again, we're doing cauliflower wings for those of you that are just joining us.
Veggie,
because we got a veggie. We got the veggie man right here. Let's do it. Salute. There's no waste. It's crazy because usually I'm dumping all these bones and there's no waste.
Yeah.
There's no waste. It's crazy.
As a vegetarian, I don't understand you guys with bones. That's so, yeah. This has a kick.
Getting there, right?
I can handle my spicy food though.
Well, yeah, man, you gotta have it. Not that it's a stereotype or anything, right?
I'm just crazy. I eat spicy food for breakfast. Oh, when I go buy my danbin and
yeah?
they give me the chili paste and it's sweet, I get so angry. I'm like, this ain't spicy.
I love it when I go out to a place and I order something and they're like, oh, 那很辣, 外国人不行. I'm like, oh, no, hey. www.eddy.life. You tell me, we're good. Check it out. We can eat spicy, right? We can eat spicy.
Ooh.
I got a question, man. I want to know about this
good.
whole ICRT situation. Can we do that one or no? I know you're hosting. Are we good? Are we gonna axe that one?
We're gonna axe that one.
Okay. All right. Boston Latin School, man.
Yes.
Let's talk about that because you were talking. Woo, how's that getting? That's getting spicy.
No?
All right. I was worried that the cauliflower was going to kill all the spice, but this one,
Oh,
we're good. We're
That
good.
sneaks up on you.
Woo. That's mixed with ghost peppers. So what is Boston Latin School, man? Just a quick one, because I got a lot more questions for you.
Boston Latin School is a public exam school in the United States.
Okay.
It's a public school.
Okay.
However, to get in, you have to be accepted. You have to take a test.
Okay.
And they only select
English
a certain
test or
like an academic test.
okay.
The problem with Boston Land School is there's a lot of race issues with the school.
Okay.
Because it's an exam school, obviously, those who can prepare and afford to study and practice all that stuff. Huh? Good.
More water will be good. Yeah. Thanks.
Ooh. Oh, that one got me. It's coated all over my mouth. That one's good.
There you go.
I like that one. That was the first one that actually kicked me.
The last two, they have to. They have to, because when they don't, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got to. Those last two have to be murdered. We have to be murdered.
Yeah.
There's a few people that went all the way to the end, and maybe two that I can think of on the top of my head, that got all the way to the end and didn't, and they were good.
They were good?
They were good. It was a fighter. No, sorry. The fighter came in, he got smashed. My man Caillou, shout out to you. And his striking coach, Stephen Chow,
yeah,
he got all the way to the end, and he was just like, yeah, I can feel something on that one. And I was like, wow, you're the man. A couple other people. We had an Instagram influencer on once. Shout out to Rainbow Alice. We had an Instagram influencer on. She got all the way to the end, and she got in there, no problem. She was just like, okay, yeah, it's pretty spicy. And I'm like trying to not die while she's like,
she's looking cool, that's fine.
and I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine too. Like, holy fuck. So I'm dying here. Yeah, I mean, I'm the host. I'm not supposed to die, but yeah.
This one was good.
So actually, those were the only two people that made it to the end that were good to go. So shout out to those two.
Here.
So the Latin school.
Yeah, so they kind of have a race problem.
Okay.
One of the things when you admit people through academics, it's an unfair, uneven battlefield to people.
Sure.
I probably only got in because I was part of the percentage of Latino people that were accepted into the school.
Okay.
That's probably the only reason I got in.
Okay.
Is it fair? I don't know.
Sometimes we have to take what we can get, right? Because we get cards stacked against us all the time, right?
So, yeah, that's what that school is. It's the first public school in the United States, so it's pretty old, 400 something years old. I learned a lot there. But yeah, that was my high school, Boston Land School.
We were doing some of the research, and I saw that, and I thought that's a pretty damn cool thing. So I wanted to ask about that. Yeah. Really cool, yeah. But again, back to the entrepreneurship. What do you think are, let's say, 3 or 5 characteristics of a good entrepreneur?
Ooh, I got 5.
5. Let's go.
I got 5. I can ask this question a lot.
Okay. There we go.
Actually, I call this power. And this is my ethos for all my employees, right? Number 1 would be like a boss, right? Do everything like a boss.
Do everything like a boss. I like that.
One of the things that I teach all my employees, all my students, everyone I meet, is I teach them they have to do it with power. Power.
Okay.
First, professional. You have to be professional in everything that you do, because we live in a world where people judge you based on appearances. For sure. Everyone has, everyone has to make a very strong first impression, and you have to go in there. And foreigners in Taiwan, they tend to be very lazy.
Okay.
They get away with a lot of things. And
for those of you watching, he's not talking about you.
I'm talking about you. Okay. I told you, I get in trouble. You put a microphone in front of me, I get in trouble. Because here's the thing. No student will ever to your face, or no parent to ever to your face will tell you anything bad. You did anything wrong. You're 5 minutes late, they'll be like, oh, it's okay, I understand. And you think you can wing it because you're charming and handsome or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
很帅. Yeah.
Class ends.
And they're like,
my staff gets the phone call, right?
Yeah.
And I have to hear about it through my staff, right? I have to hear about it through other people, right? I'm the one that sends out the evaluation sheets.
Yeah.
And that's when they open their mouths and say whatever, right? Because they're not going to say it to your face, right?
Sure.
So because of that, you have to be professional in everything that you do. And that's holding accountability and being responsible.
Professional.
Professional. Open-minded.
Okay.
And I teach everyone that they have to be open-minded, because as a teacher, I get trapped into I'm a good teacher. And all of a sudden, I think I'm a good teacher. And my method is the best way. But it's not. my method is the best way for one type of
You
people,
stop
one
learning,
group of
right?
people, right? Then I'm like,
Okay.
you know,
Stop evolving your game.
I don't need to change the student to suit my method. I need to change my method to suit my student.
Sure, agree.
To get
Love
better.
that.
Yeah. So you have to be open-minded in everything that you do.
Okay.
On both sides.
Beautiful. Love it.
W, winning attitude.
Winning attitude. Okay.
This is a business. You have to make money.
Love
Best way to think about it is treat it like a game. You have to win. Like today, we're playing this game. Did I win this game? Right?
Yeah.
You can think of it at the end of this streaming. You watch the video. Man, what did I do good here? Yeah, I won this. If this was a game, did you win today? And that's how I approach every single day.
I love it.
And there's some days where I go home 10, 11 o'clock, midnight, 1 a.m. and I feel I didn't win today. I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish. And I go and I do a little bit more because you have to win at what you do.
Just cut you off real quick on that one. There's a quote that about entrepreneurs that says, "We don't finish when we're tired. We finish when we're done." Agree?
Exactly, because I completely agree. And as a boss, you know you're never done. Right?
Yes, we are never done.
You know, my first Eddy's Cantina was the one you had over in Dan Shui.
That's right. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And everybody,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Yeah.
when we had our stand, everybody was laughing at us. They're like, these idiots, you know. And I'm like, hard work, ups and downs, lots of downs.
And
now we're lucky.
now you're lucky.
Oh, but now we're lucky.
Yeah.
They don't see those times when you're going to the bank, borrowing money just to pay rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't see that.
They don't see that. No, you're lucky. Well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
They don't see, you know.
Sure.
They don't see that Zoom had lots of security concerns.
Exactly, yeah.
So what I've been working to integrate into my website for the past 6 months had to go down the drain, and in one day I had to change services. Change all my classes around the world. We're talking South America, US, Europe, and Taiwan.
I was gonna ask about that one. Yeah, Zoom.
All had to change.
That's tough.
They don't see that because they don't see that all. You know, see these eyes, right? Because all night I was trying to figure it out how to do it. You know.
Yes.
So
Agreed.
winning, you have to have a winning attitude.
You gotta win.
E, you've seen me around. Enthusiastic.
You gotta do it. It's really important. Yes. Agree.
In teaching, you know, my students, they're working. They wake up. They take their kids to school. They work all day, and then they have to come to class and watch my stupid face. I need to be there, and I need to be energetic and enthusiastic and happy about everything I do. Because as soon as one person has a negative attitude, and you've known this in your organizations,
Oh, I know.
one
in mine.
person has a bad attitude one day, it sucks everything out. So you have to be enthusiastic about everything. So that's E, enthusiastic. And finally, most importantly, and the hardest thing to teach, resourceful.
Okay, that's a tough one to teach, but go for it. Yeah.
Because if we had a lot of money, if we had a lot of time, we could accomplish everything. But the reality is we don't. We're limited with funds. We're limited with time. You got to do the best you can, and that's what being resourceful means. When me and Ting, when we started Vine, we didn't have tables. Like I think we still kept the old ceiling, old floor.
Sure.
No paint job. We painted it ourselves.
We painted it ourselves for sure. That's what we did. Yeah.
Because you just have to be resourceful.
You have
and then
to, yeah.
some money comes in. All right, now we can buy a computer.
Yeah. That's exactly,
some money comes out. Now we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can buy this and that.
You have to be resourceful.
Yeah.
And you know you can't waste time, right?
Yeah.
You have to look at time and money, and you have to measure those things, and you have to be as resourceful as you can. You know, if we get some issues with the mic, you gotta have some backup plans.
Exactly.
You have to have a backup plan for your backup plan, right?
On that topic right there, that's hilarious because some of the guys that are coming in, again, shout out to the Smart Mic guys. They're here checking us out. They came and they look at this setup. And they're like, holy crap, the setup looks great. You spent lots of money on it. And I'm like, I did?
Not at once.
Not at once. And you know what? Talking about resourcefulness, if you've ever been here.
Yeah, the back room with the green screen. You're telling
The
me
back room, we have the green screen, right? If you've ever been here to see any of our live music nights, same PA system, same microphones. If you've ever been here singing karaoke, same mics, same PA system. If you've ever been here doing any kind of live event, any public speaking, any private parties, it's all the same equipment.
Yeah.
Because can you buy equipment for everything?
Like Legos and twisted.
It is, yeah.
You have
so
to
I'm
be
thinking,
as
how can I make these mics work with, my podcast and
with this.
yeah, so how can you make all this stuff work? Bye-bye. Thanks, guys. And we're working it. And then so then you get something like this. This is beautiful. You get something like your Elgato Stream Deck, which I absolutely love. You have some friends that, they're in the business and they're like, hey, we got some stuff here for you. So piece by piece, you build this amazing little setup. And when someone comes in off the first time, they're like, holy crap. How much did you spend on that? I'm like, you don't want to know, but it's piece by piece.
You know what I tell people?
Yeah.
I tell people.
You out of here, man? Oh, shoot. Let's go. All right, brother. Take care, man.
What I always tell people, this is not day one.
Yeah.
This is not day one. This is not version 1.
Yes. Yeah.
This is day 3,782.
Yes.
This is version 82.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And but they're like, well, you're lucky. Well, you're lucky, right? Well, you already had those mics, so you're lucky, right? Well,
someone tried to steal our sales kit.
Really?
In our
Oh
company,
my gosh.
some
Okay,
competitor tried to steal our sales kit.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to, because we were working on a partnership. It's
Sure,
like,
sure,
I'm gonna have to look at it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no. You know
Yeah,
why?
No, thanks.
Because this is not version 1. This is something I've been refining for the past 10 years.
Yeah, this is a decade's worth of work.
I'm not going to let you look at it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Of course. Yeah.
We sign a contract, then we can look at it.
Yes.
So
Money
this
first,
is not
my
day
man.
one
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
not day one
Wow.
people. Right. Yeah. So that's what
We
I always
started
tell
with a
people.
GoPro.
I said even Vine Dots, like, oh, you guys are doing online classes now. Nope.
Yeah.
We've been doing them for years.
Love it. I love it.
It's just now it's boom. Now it's in your face. Now
Okay.
we're pushing it. Yeah.
Love it.
Hit that last one.
Speaking of in your face, what do you think? You ready for that?
Of course.
All right, great to get in on
I'm
that,
good.
man.
I was like worried. I thought I'd be sweating. And
Well, you might after
coat.
this one. Yeah, get on that big boy right there. That's all
See,
you. This
one
one
thing-
is also Flavor of the World. Shout out to my man.
One thing that they don't see though, you've been putting all the fatter ones up here. You've been giving me the fat ones. I'm full right now.
Yeah, you're full. Hey, well, look at this. So this one, salud.
Check this bad
Flavor
boy
of the
out.
World Suicide Sauce.
So this is the flavor of the world kind.
This is the Flavor of the World's hottest sauce, and it's pretty rough. So let's go.
Yeah, I know this. I know this taste.
Tastes like death.
This always has that Chinese medicine type. There's one little flavor in this that I can't quite put my finger on it. But yeah.
Okay. All right. A really good question for you.
This one fights back.
Yeah. If you could meet up with the Taiwan Ministry of Education, what would you say? What would you do? What's your suggestion to fix education in Taiwan?
I've been dying to get in front of them. I send them proposals.
Okay.
They always reject me. I've had a couple meetings with some people in them.
You made it.
Before I answer that question, I do want to say, these are damn awesome.
Thanks, man.
I almost said the F
appreciate
word
it.
there, but I probably,
Okay.
maybe some parents are watching.
Yeah.
These are damn good.
Thanks,
And
brother. I
they're
appreciate
veggie
it.
too,
They're
man.
veggie.
Oh
They're
my
all
God.
veg, 100% veg. In the back, we have separate deep fryers for vegetarian stuff, so nothing touches meat. So
Awesome.
yeah, we love it, man. Thank you very much, and thanks for being the first to come out and do the cauliflower challenge, baby. We love it. Ooh,
Oh, that one was good. Tasting it just after it kicks you.
yeah, of course, of course. So, Ministry of Education. We have a message for you from Vine Education founder Russ Jaimes. Here it is.
So, oh,
Message number one. That was hot.
that's number one. That was spicy.
Oh yeah. Round 3's tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I never have that problem. I'm always
No?
okay, yeah.
Well, we'll see. Message you in the morning. You let me know, brother.
Here's one thing.
Okay.
A lot of people talk about the Taiwanese education system.
Yes.
There are many problems, this blah, blah, blah. I don't think there are. I think...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tearing up.
Yeah, baby.
I got a tear.
We got him.
You got one
We
tear.
got him. We got him. We got him. All right, so it's still only two
Involuntary.
people. Only two people that made it all the way to the end without getting. And I get smashed every week. And this is the
tiny.
first collie wing. Collie wing.
Crying.
That's spicy.
I'm literally crying. You're gonna put this. This made Russ cry. See, the Taiwanese education system is making me cry.
There you go. There you go. But it's not as bad as people think. You say, right?
It's really
I
not.
love to hear why.
Because I work with a lot of IT companies in Taiwan.
Oh, one rule: don't touch your eye. You probably know that because you're Latino, but yeah.
I've touched my balls before.
That's worse. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Yeah.
Done that with ghost pepper. It
Oh.
sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
No, because I teach a lot of engineers,
Sure.
and the software engineers in Taiwan are amazing. The stuff that they do and the efficiency that they do it in.
Yeah.
So I get some U.S. engineers come to Taiwan, see what they're doing. They're like, wow. And they
Taiwanese
get it
are
done.
smart people,
They get it
man.
done fast.
Yeah.
They're efficient. They do it cheaper. It's so much better. So they're a product of Taiwanese education. So, and then, we teach English, or I teach English in Taiwan. All English teachers in Taiwan should be so happy.
I've done it before. I love it. I love teaching English.
A lot of them have a good foundation already, right?
Almost all.
Yeah.
They all
So-
have it. Yeah. They're just too used to use it.
So there's something going on culturally.
Yeah.
It's not about the system. Like, yeah, they're studying, they're in cram schools, it's always tests, blah, blah, blah. We know that. Every teacher in Taiwan sings the exact same song. Taiwanese education system is not doing bad because you're producing very smart and talented people.
Yes.
So I don't know.
So what's okay? So,
So-
we're missing
There's
that
something
piece
missing.
that's like let's put ourselves out
Exactly.
there.
So-
I think that's what's missing.
So-
like, I think there are smart people, but they won't come out and be like, "Let's go," or the wrong ones are maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly
Yeah.
what I feel is happening.
Yeah.
That 10 years ago, when I opened up Vine, I had this, my mindset was, I want to change Taiwan education system. I want to help them get out of this test taking and all the time testing, blah, blah. I want to help them with that. Well, after years of doing this and talking to thousands of people and teaching thousands and thousands of people, I've realized that maybe that's not it. They're doing something right, but they're missing something. And that's my proposal to them. And I actually gave them this proposal.
Okay.
And I submit this proposal to them almost every quarter.
Okay.
Where it's like, all right, what you're doing, keep doing it.
Okay.
Right? It works for you guys because testing is hard.
It's
Getting
very hard.
something equal is hard. Standardizing things is very, very difficult. Right? But what you're missing there is some of that cultural element, some of that stuff to tell the people, tell your students that there's a lot of learning that goes on in class,
Yes.
but there's a lot of learning that goes on outside of class.
Agreed.
And there's a lot of learning that language can bring to you.
Agree.
There's a lot of learning that people can bring to you.
I agree.
So I'm
Love
like, all right, so this is what I do. Keep what you're doing,
Sure.
but just give me one day.
Okay.
Give me one day. Give me one Friday,
Okay.
and I will go around to every public high school in Taiwan, and I will meet every student in Taiwan.
Okay.
Right?
I love it.
And I will help them see the other side, help them discover themselves, put them through some of the things that they don't do. Some of the stuff that they don't do is character study.
Okay.
Like, who am I as a person? Right? I'm not a number. I'm sitting there with my school uniform with my number
With
right
the number,
there.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a number. Right? What are your personality? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? Can you write that down in a way that's not going to be like every essay is like, I want to enrich my life? What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like
I'm
every
fine, thank you. And you? Yeah.
every single essay, every single college essay or job interview. Why do you want to work for this international company? Why do you want to work abroad, study abroad? I want to enrich my life. What the hell does that mean?
Okay.
Enrich
Yeah,
your
yeah.
life.
That's
right?
what they memorized to say. Yeah.
100%. It's
Yeah.
what's memorized, and it's such
This
BS.
is the answer to that question. Yeah.
And I've had many students, and I make them cry
Okay.
because all the answers that they give me, I tell them, no, that's bullshit.
Okay.
I want a real answer. I want to know what you really think, what you really want. I had
I
one
love it.
student that was applying for an internship.
Hold up. Yep.
Sure.
Let me switch the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, we're back on. Sorry about that. That was a quick glitch there.
Back to my good angle.
There you go. Yeah, you're looking fine. You're looking fine. Yeah.
So I had a student. She was applying for an internship overseas at this hotel.
Yeah.
And she was like, she gave me this boring interview question, and I was like, you just wrote something and you memorized it. I was like, no. Why do you want to go work there? Oh, because I really believe in customer service and I want to help customers. I was like, no, you don't want to do that. Like, why do you really want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, and they started crying. I'm going, you want to live in Europe.
Yeah.
That's why you want to go, right?
Yeah.
She's like,
I want to meet a European guy, have mixed babies. Mixed babies.
You want to live in Europe, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Well, why can't you say that if that's the truth? Oh, they don't want to hear that. And I go, do you think they're stupid?
Yeah.
You think they don't have 50 applications from Taiwanese people, 50 from China, 50 from Japan that don't want to live in Europe?
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
Give me an honest, a real answer.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what's missing in Taiwan.
Sure.
Because my little brother, Andrew,
what's up,
18 years old.
Okay.
He got a scholarship. We were 20 years apart.
Beautiful. Okay.
He just got accepted into the university.
The guy in the red shirt in the picture. Yeah.
He just got accepted in the university and he got a scholarship.
I love it.
I'm so proud of him.
Very good. Congrats, my man, Andrew.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Here's the thing.
Felicidades.
A couple years ago, I was talking to my sister on the phone, and I can hear my brother in the background talking with the waitress about what he wanted to eat. Oh, I don't know what I want for dinner. Maybe chicken. What's good, bro? They just had a conversation about what he wanted to order.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
I hang up the phone. And then my student comes in. This is a student that studied at NTU.
Okay.
Supposedly #1 university in Taiwan.
Okay.
I've been teaching this kid for 6 months.
Okay.
Right? A university student. 6 months teaching him. I know everything about him. He walks in. Oh, hey, how are you? Good. Oh, what'd you do this weekend?
Bye-bye, thank you.
Oh, nothing. So here's someone who's supposedly very smart.
Yeah.
Has known me for 6 months. Can't have a conversation with me. But my brother...
That's rough.
When my brother now finishes university, maybe he won't be as smart as my student is. But there's one thing that he's been doing for the past 10 years, and that's learning how to have a decent, good conversation.
Agreed. I love
just
that.
like we're having.
I love that.
And that's what they need. And that's what I want to bring to the Taiwanese education system. And I can actually do that.
Yeah.
I can do it. I budgeted it out.
Okay.
You know how much it costs? 2 lunch boxes per student.
Really?
2 lunch boxes per student.
Okay.
In the 2 lunch boxes per student, and it can cover every student in all public schools in Taipei.
Amazing.
2 lunch boxes.
Okay.
Right? Because I did it bare bones because I have a system in place to do that and to do that smooth and easily. And literally every day I'd walk around and just meet and talk and coach them. They'll do an application. They'll do a practice test. They'll do an interview. They'll go through the entire process of applying for a university. But just like a mock application.
Let's see if we can get that in front of the right people, man. We'll try.
I tried.
I know you're trying. I know, but maybe we can help. We'll try it out. We'll see what we can do.
They want to focus more on the kids, on the elementary schools and stuff. And the problem with that is they're gonna get screwed up when they're gonna get it anyways, and it's gonna screw up in high school anyways, right?
I taught kindergarten. There's the smartest. I love them. And then the older they get, they kind of get that part taken away, like that free thinking gets taken away,
and it goes back into like I need to do this.
Thinking on you.
So for me, it's hit them that high school. That's their teenage years. That's the years that they develop from being a person into a man.
Okay.
And and I have 25-year-olds that I talk to that look like they're 12-year-olds. Because they don't have that grown-up mentality in their mind. I want to bring that to them.
Let's fix that. If there's anything that we can do, man, we're in.
Yeah.
So we made it through the challenge, no problem. The last 1 or 2 were pretty rough. He cried a little bit.
The last one, I liked it. I'm not dying, but I had a couple of tears. I'm not going to lie. It's on video right there.
Okay.
I'm going to make that a GIF, and everyone will laugh at me.
Thank you guys all for watching. Before we go, do you have anything you want to add to the show? A little shout out to anybody? Little tips, whatever where can we find you? Whatever you want to add, and we're good to go.
Every vegetarian in Taiwan needs to come over here and try these. They're awesome. They're awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
All my friends, they eat chicken wings all the time, and I'm like, man, that's nothing.
Bring them to Wing Night here. Half
these
price.
Are veggie.
They can have their chicken. You can have your cauli. Or you know what? Get them to try the cauliflower.
This was
good.
Because
I really enjoyed those. It's very important for me that the food is good. So we have meat eaters that come here They get chicken wings, and then they're like, "What is that calling?" Well, let's try it. It's half price today, and then they switch.
Another thing, vinedots.com. So go to my website, vinedots.com. You can register for free. We have a bunch of sample classes and demos. And actually, just this week, we have a coronavirus COVID-19 e-learning course.
Oh, beautiful.
The entire e-learning course, I just made that for free for everyone.
So vinedots.com. Check it out. There's a
e-learning courses for
e-learning
everything.
course. Check it out. You can get some freebies in there. You're gonna love it. If you have any questions, we'll say check them out. They're on Facebook. They're everywhere.
I'm not shy. A lot of people say like a lot of people in my family, they're like, "Oh, you never talk to us." Like, I'm always on my phone. You can always find me, right? So send me an email, send me a message. I always respond. I talk to everyone. I help everyone.
We're gonna add all those links to the bottom of the description after we get off the air. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot,
my man.
Awesome, loving these.
Muchas gracias por todo.
Gracias.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are on Facebook, jump on over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. It helps us a lot. It helps us to share stories like this wonderful man's story over here. We got great things. Every Wednesday we're doing live shows. Check us out. We love you. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys next time.